Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well, so the stakes have never been higher. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18, returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Great move there. Tackle, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So one play moves the ball to the 38, another first down. Here's the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
It's a small gain, but look who they threw the football to. The fullback. Nice to see him get his opportunities.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Who makes the grab? There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Well, they feature the fullback as a receiver there, Kirk, but the defense was not fooled. They're all over.
I like the idea of trying to change it up and get the ball to the fullback because he doesn't get his hands on it very often. But as you said, the defense all over that, not fooled at all, and the result is a loss of yardage.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's McCray. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
He'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
First down here for this offense. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? Blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Try to catch the defense with the draw. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. The Red Raiders will have to punt this one away. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They begin with a quick throw to the left. He's found some room at the 45. He stopped him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Try to run it with the option. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a fumble. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second and goal. Now it's third and goal for the offense.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. Keeping it on the ground here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Now from the pistol formation. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking to scramble to his left. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Kennesaw State's offense out there now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here comes a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. It's a quick grab. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. A new set of downs after that completion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
First and goal, handoff. He's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency in his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
No gain on second down. Can they punch it in here? Third and goal from the 2. It's an option look. Pitch to the back.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
And now to try here for the extra point. And the extra point is missed. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Trying to extend the play. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And the Red Raiders will have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Receiver in motion now. It's a run. Running back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? He hands it to the back. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. Got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
It's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Ball handed off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And there's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
It's a blitz look here from the defense. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the ball is hauled in. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. First and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That pass is hauled in over the middle.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
That completion makes it second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
It's third down for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And that one's straight down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Catch made on the right side. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
And now the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And they'll kick it away here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Comes the Owls offense back out there. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Finds his target, and it's complete. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And he drops back in the gun. Looking right, this one caught. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final for the half.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the receiver's got it. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Man, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. That's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area, expecting the pass. Ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. First play of the second half was a handoff.
Christian, on the spread era over the years, has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's an out route, the catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick grab. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Oh, and he fumbles. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. The Red Raiders looking to keep this drive rolling. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Red Raiders lining up here on 1st and 10. Oh, here comes the reverse. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on 3rd down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. This one falls incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Takes off in the clear. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a 1st down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. They're going to run the option. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Caught quickly. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
They'll give it to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Contact as he let the ball go. The pass ball's incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Oh, look at the quick cut.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
How about that, Chris? The big man comes up with a sack. You don't see that every day. But give him credit. He got to the quarterback and got a sack.
That sack sets up an important third down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's McCray. Tackle, but first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And tackled after a small pickup there.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. With the catch, it's McCray. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the option play. Runs through the defender. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Important third down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Quick completion to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally. It can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Slangs a quick throw. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down because he just dumped it off to the back.
Yeah, nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Takes the handoff again. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball. Or how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. The ball sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Kennesaw State's offense out there now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. A quick throw out left, complete.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try and 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Off the play fake on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
It's 2nd down after that completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Escapes the sack. Broke one tackle, but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
Well, once in a while as a defensive coordinator, you roll the dice, take a chance, and hope to get home to the quarterback. It's exactly what occurred there with the free safety blitzing and sacking the QB.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
But we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Big play to enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option and to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Here's the second down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Fights through a tackle. Legs still churning. Won't go down. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. And the Red Raiders are in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. And here's the handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game.
Well, there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the 4th quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. play fake. He'll look to throw it. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.